Welcome to the news. Tonight we start with a massive celebration as Colombian superstar Shakira thrilled a crowd of 2 million people with a completely free concert on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro. This incredible performance was part of her Las Mujeres Ya No Loren World Tour, and we dive into how this event, which the city's mayor Eduardo Cavalier called history, is set to boost the local economy by potentially generating around 777 million reais for the region.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we travel back in time to Scotland, where history is being brought back to life at Preston Mill. After major conservation work, this mill, which featured in the TV series Outlander, is grinding grain for the first time in 30 years following the restoration of its French burr quartz millstones. Find out how generous donor support and public funding helped bring this vital piece of heritage back into operation for the community. Switching gears to the world of sports, we look at the aftermath of a huge victory as retiring Ipswich defender Ashley Young revealed the extent of the revelry his team indulged in after sealing promotion back to the Premier League. Young shared what he called being humble after a successful season, and we examine the celebrations that marked the swan song of his 23-year professional career. And finally, we turn our attention to the racetrack where the future looks incredibly bright. We examine the impressive seasonal return of the son of Frankel, Damysus, as he prepares to build on his form for a big challenge. Racing advisor Richard Brown confirms the decision to target the Boyle Sports Lockinge, and we look at why connections believe this colt is perfectly timed for a prestigious Group 1 race. Stay with us for more breaking news. Colombian superstar Shakira captivated an audience of 2 million people with a spectacular free concert on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro, an event hailed by the city's mayor as a major success. The performance was a key part of her Las Mujeres Ya No Loren, or Women No Longer Cry World Tour, which is inspired by her 2024 album. The show began around 11 p.m. on Saturday night, running over the scheduled time, to the electrifying cheers and applause of the fans. The atmosphere was heightened by skywriting drones overhead, spelling out, "I love you, Brazil," in Portuguese. Reflecting on her connection to the city, Shakira shared that her first visit to Brazil occurred when she was 18, dreaming of performing for the local audience, adding that life felt magical. Her set featured beloved tracks including Hips Don't Lie, La Tortura, and La Bicicleta, culminating with the BZRP music sessions 5366, which followed her recent split from Spanish soccer player Gerard Piqué. During the performance, Shakira also used the platform to celebrate the resilience of women, stating, "Us women, every time we fall we get up a little wiser." Rio Mayor Eduardo Cavalier confirmed the massive turnout on social media, proclaiming that the she-wolf made history in Rio, referencing Shakira's iconic 2009 hit. The event saw significant activity around the beach, with crowds gathering early on to secure prime viewing spots. Street vendors provided a wide array of offerings, including Brazilian snacks, bottled water, caipirinhas, and even practical items like toilet paper and bags of sand for better views near Copacabana Palace. These free concerts are part of a municipal strategy aimed at stimulating economic activity following Carnival and New Year's Eve, and ahead of the St. John's Day celebrations in June. A study by City Hall and Rioter estimates that Shakira's performance could generate approximately 777 million reais, equating to around 114 million pounds, through increased tourism and local spending. A historic mill featured in the popular television series Outlander is set to grind grain once again after extensive conservation work, marking its first operation in 30 years. Visitors to Preston Mill in East Lothian will have the opportunity to witness milling demonstrations following significant restoration efforts, including the repair of the French burr quartz millstones. The mill's structure at the site in East Linton dates back to the 18th century, though National Trust for Scotland, NTS, suggests the site may have hosted a mill as far back as the 13th century. The mill came under the NTS's care in 1950 and operated commercially until 1959, but it had ceased grain grinding for several decades. The revitalization project was made possible by a generous donor and significant support from the Historic Environment Scotland Partnership Fund grant, which has awarded the NTS £1,484,845 over the 2023-27 period. Stuart Maxwell, Regional Director of Edinburgh and East at NTS, emphasized the importance of such sites, stating that the revival of milling at Preston Mill exemplifies how donor generosity, public funding, and member support safeguard Scotland's heritage. Fraser MacDonald, NTS Visitor Services Supervisor, detailed the extensive work undertaken. The restoration team at Dorothea Restorations successfully addressed the millstones, which had been separated since the 1990s and worn flat. The process involved dismantling the stone's furniture, cleaning, dressing the faces, and refitting the runner stone, allowing the highly prized French burr millstones to be put back into operation. The mill is constructed from local volcanic stone and is noted for its characteristic lean, supported by external stone buttresses. The water wheel, powered by the River Tyne, was installed in 1909. Milling demonstrations are scheduled for the National Mills Weekend on May 9 and 10, with hopes for regular events in the coming months. Ipswich Town has been celebrating a successful season culminating in their Premier League promotion, with former defender Ashley Young speaking candidly about the revelry surrounding the achievement. Following a decisive 3-0 home victory over QPR on Saturday, which secured the club's second place in the Sky Bet Championship on the final day of the season, the atmosphere surrounding the team has been one of significant celebration. The occasion also marked the retirement of Ashley Young, who announced his decision to hang up his boots at the conclusion of his 23-year professional career. Young described Monday's open-top bus parade as just a perfect way to go out, on a day of celebration. When asked to summarize the team's activities over the last 48 hours, Young acknowledged the extent of the festivities. "There's been a lot of drinking, a lot of celebrating," he stated. However, he emphasized a core characteristic of the squad amidst the success. "I think one word that sticks out for us is being humble. A lot was said about us this season. We all bounced back, but I knew what we had in that dressing room." Damysus is poised to step into the spotlight as a key contender following recent setbacks for his stablemates, John and Thady Goston, who may have ruled Field of Gold out of the Boyle Sports Lockinge at Newbury. Despite the recent absence, stablemate Damysus is reportedly ready to capitalize on his impressive seasonal return later this month. The son of Frankel has garnered significant praise leading up to his Derby attempt last season. Although the race at Epsom did not go according to plan, the striking colt has maintained an exceptional winning streak, securing 3 victories in a row and adding a second Group 3 win to his record after triumphing in the Earl of Sefton last month. This recent victory was achieved over 9 furlongs, showcasing proven form over further distances. However, Connections have opted for a strategic change, planning to drop Damysus back to a mile for the prestigious Lockinge on May 16th, aiming to challenge the very best at that distance. Richard Brown, racing advisor for owners Watton Racing, confirmed the decision. Brown noted that he observed Damysus working well on Saturday morning, suggesting the colt has emerged from his first run in excellent condition. "We decided on the Lockinge. I saw him work Saturday morning and he worked really well. He seems to have come out of his first run in good shape," Brown stated. Brown added that while Damysus shows versatility between a mile and 10 furlongs, the current timing is ideal for the race. "There were a few options, but we decided on the Lockinge, and we're looking forward to having a crack at that. I think he will be versatile between a mile and 10 furlongs, but the timing is right, and it's obviously a very prestigious race, and it fits nicely." Brown emphasized the colt's recent form and his right to compete at the highest level. We've only dropped into Group 1 company once when things didn't go right in the Derby. We tried the Derby and that didn't work, but since then he's won 3 on the bounce, done nothing wrong and deserves his crack at another Group 1.